All right, y'all. So we're gonna take a little break from the live and discuss this here drama with Ray J and Kirk Franklin. Now, for all y'all who haven't seen or heard about it, Kirk Franklin does a series called Den of Kings where he brings different celebrities together and they discuss things that are relevant to not just the black community, but also just like the church community and just the community as a whole. And so on this latest episode, he had Choppa, he had Jonathan Majors, he had Kev on stage, he had Dr. J. Barrett, and he also had Ray J on there. Now, I'm gonna show y'all the clip of Ray J going at it with Choppa, because throughout the video you have different memorable moments. You have different moments that people have been clipping up and it's been going viral. A lot of the moments that people have been kind of debating, right? But then there was one moment in particular that got everybody talking. And so for backstory on this moment, Choppa, who was like the youngest one in the group by far, was just giving all this knowledge, and it seemed like he was kind of one-upping everybody on the stuff that he was saying. It's like if somebody, did X, Y, and Z, he did X, Y, and Z alpha. And for him to have as little life experience as he had compared to the rest of the other guys, it just seemed like he was just talking. Like talking just for the sake of trying to sound wise. And so at what point Ray J kind of gets fed up with it, and he decides to check him on it. So I'm gonna play this moment for y'all, and then we're gonna discuss.
Okay, finish. Yes, sir.
Ray J.
Yeah, thank you. Whew. I've been trying to say something, goddamn it. No,
ahead,
I'm
kid.
just saying, NLE is my, and he's smart as fuck, and he's his own, you carved out your own way, so you understand.
I receive that.
You understand by being your own boss. So nobody can really tell you nothing.
No, that's not
No,
true.
no.
Ray,
Let me just finish. Let me just finish.
That's not true that
No,
nobody
you're
can
right.
tell
No,
me.
I know. No, you listen. No, you listen
Because I'm
too.
listening.
No, you listen too. No.
it's not.
You listen too. But what I'm saying is, think about it. And I know your mom. I know you. You manifested where you are right
Yes,
now.
sir.
So you understand
The
that.
grace of God.
Cool. That's what you feel.
That's what I know.
Got it.
See, Chet, he's
Man,
frustrated.
Do you feel like you're at that experience level to where you can tell these and give these some advice?
Do I?
Really?
Do
You know
I?
what I'm saying?
No,
Do you feel
no,
like
I
you can
would-
give Jonathan Major some advice?
Do
right
I
now?
feel I'm at that level?
Yeah, not successful.
No, that's a good question.
I'm talking about experience.
Knowledge-wise, right?
Yeah, do you feel like that?
I can only give where man is willing to receive.
That doesn't make any sense. But
Yes, it
that
does.
doesn't answer the
Break
question.
it down.
Do you feel like your experience? Do you feel like your
that's what I feel.
experience in the world that
Yes.
you can give Jonathan some advice?
If he's willing to receive.
That's way out. I need to smoke a cigarette.
So then let me jump.
Okay, so people were talking about that, right? They were saying like Ray J wild, and now Ray J got fed up with NLE and his, just NLE being NLE. But I think he was frustrated with the overall process, right? And he even talks about this in the video we're about to share. Because if you go back and watch that episode, it was great conversation, but there was nothing really edifying in it. There was nothing spiritual edifying in it. Yes, it went into mental health. Yes, it talked about dealing with anxiety. But me personally, I felt like Kirk Franklin, him being, sort of a high point, a point of interest within the Western church, that he would have some sort of, communication in it. And they talked about it a little bit. Like Jonathan Majors brought up, is God enough when going through those situations? And I felt like moments like that could have been used as a point of pointing people towards Christ, or at least planting seeds that would eventually lead people towards Christ. But that didn't happen. And I think Ray J was kind of feeling that himself. I feel like Ray J was kind of feeling that himself. Because if you look at towards like the end of the video, Ray J's kind of like you know, Ray J's kind of like done with it.
But join us to the Den of Kings, y'all. Come on, let's lift it up. I know it's just water, but lift it up for Kirk, man.
See,
There
look,
you go.
see, look.
There you go.
See, Ray J's upset, right? It's clearly that he's upset. Clearly, he's upset. Now, in the video that just went viral recently, Ray J actually talks to this. He actually speaks to this. Now, mind you, the video was actually released 2 months ago, before the episode was released. He was streaming it, and apparently Dope Boy TV, the YouTube channel, got a hold of it. But he actually spoke on this a while ago, a long time ago. And it didn't really get much traction back then because there was no context as to what he was talking about. But he actually speaks to this in this clip. And it's a point of like redemption. He was looking for redemption. More so in his image, because if you go back at interviews he's done recently, and I even like posted one with him interviewing with Cam Newton. I even talked about just how lost he looked, how drug fueled he looked, and that he needed help. And so I think that Ray J was looking to this interview for some sort of like redemption, and he didn't get that. And he kind of directed his anger or his disappointment at that towards Kirk Franklin, which you'll see in this clip.
And maybe I'm tripping. That's why I need to know, because when this shit comes out, it's gonna be another crazy like thing that I don't wanna have to go through every time I go out and I do a damn interview and I'm trying to be a good person. Shit happens. And stop calling me then. With all due respect, Kirk Franklin, like I love you. We talked. What you told me I was gonna get redeemed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna come on there and feel something and learn something. What was that? Now I gotta put another interview on the board that represents psychoticness, impatience, and downright just dirty deeds. It was just I don't know, man. I apologize, Kirk Franklin, for what I did last night, man. I just couldn't take it, bro. I could not understand why I was not being talked to. Like, it got cold, it got hot. The cowboy hat that I had on started itching. I started getting heartburn. I love the rice. I ate the rice, but the rice, I think it had something else, a bell pepper or something. It gave me heartburn. It just...
Going through it.
It was unnecessary to have me there. And I just want to make sure, Kirk Franklin, that, you know, you didn't have me there. You didn't have me there for what happened, because that's not fair. It's never fair like that. It's always cool when I just come on and I'm trying to do something good, but to keep putting me in these kind of like positions, pause. Ooh, that's going down in history.
What are you talking about, yo? What's he talking about?
You know, you guys know what you're gonna get, and so why get it? It hurts me because I gotta take it publicly, Mr. Franklin, Brother Franklin, because I called you after and I went, bro, what happened? I didn't get redeemed. I got mad. And then you text me back the craziest shit I ever heard. Kirk Franklin, you text me back and said, you did a good job. I went, bro. And I responded, I didn't do nothing. Or I didn't do nothing. I don't want this to go viral, but I needed to have this up there for record because tomorrow or whenever it comes out, is gonna think something of me, and it's not gonna be good. This is gonna go in. Just like I said, I went, whoa. I said I think I should call Cam Newton and tell him not to play it.
I reacted to that interview.
Got my room
by
for
the way,
me
I
or
reacted
whatever,
to
just
it.
give it back to him. Plus, a thank you gift to not play it. And this one might be the same kind of thing, Kirk. I don't know if you should keep me in the edit on this one. I was out of place, bro. And NLE Choppa just did not stop. Jonathan Majors, what's up, man? Respect. Jonathan Majors was a real one, bro. NLE Choppa was just, he had all the, he just knew everything. If I almost committed suicide, he almost committed suicide. If a nigga jumped off the roof, he jumped off the roof higher. If a nigga parachuted and broke his leg, he jumped off the Eiffel Tower and broke his hip. It was. I want to talk to Jonathan Majors. I need to talk to NLE to understand why wasn't having me in the conversation. I need to know from Kirk what, because it just seemed like he had a long day and he was sleepy and he just wanted to just take it easy, and I get that he's human, but he hyped me to be redeemed. And this was, I'm gonna take a couple guests. I usually don't take a couple guests. I'm streaming on here too. People are telling me that they are praying for me. And I appreciate it, but chill out with that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna need to chill out when I'm walking around town. And like, hey, Ray, praying for you, brother. Cut it. Like, at the end of the day, we gonna fight. Don't tell me that no more. Stop it. It's bothering me because it's like, damn, what's going on, bro? You're not walking up to, I don't know. Thank you, but damn. Like, praying for me is crazy, my nigga. In front of other people. They looking at me like, damn. I'm looking like, nah, a lot of people got love for me, so. But I'm praying for you, man. Hey, Ray, keep your head up. What I do? What the did I do?
Stop the video right there. So it's clear that Ray J is going through something, right? Clearly he's going through something, and just based on that clip, it looked as if he was looking to Kirk Franklin to redeem his image to the public. Because as he mentioned, he has been looking a little neurotic on recent interviews. And Kirk Franklin didn't give him that. And like I said before, I feel as though that was a missed opportunity to really and not just to Ray J, but just to people, just to really just bring people closer to Christ and to really edify him. Now, Ray J talking about his image being redeemed, but what should have been redeemed was his relationship with Christ, because clearly he's hurt. I mean, you could see him talking about how people walk past and be like, I'm praying for you, and he's like, stop doing that, leave me alone. And it tells me that he's just hurt. It tells me that he's hurt and he's lost, and I don't know who's in his corner to talk to him, to be able to talk to him and help him. I don't know. He's going through some hurt. But also, what also bothered me about this too was how he was relying on a man, Kirk Franklin, to redeem him, right, of his image. He was relying on man to redeem him. Scripture says in Psalms 118, 8 through 9, not to put your trust in man. Because man's going to fail you every single time. It's going to fail you every single time. So we are never to put our trust in man, but to only trust in God for redemption. Not just spiritually, but also physically, and also when we interact with other people. So I just pray for Ray J Dog. I know you probably don't want to hear this, hear that, but I mean, it's very necessary. It's very necessary. And most importantly, I just pray for whoever is in his circle. Like, remove the garbage that's in his circle, Lord, so that he'll hear people who actually care about him and will actually point him to you, or at least back to you. Because he does have a church background. And maybe the church background has kind of hurt him with that. You know, maybe he dealt with some severe judgmental people, fell away from it, and now has this kind of disdain from it. Because he kind of mentioned it during the dinner. Y'all go back and watch. But I pray that he does eventually come back to the faith, and that he understands that, you know, people are not going to redeem you. Only the Lord can. Only the Lord can. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all subscribe.